Today I'm going to cover the top 10 questions that people have about the California Law and Ethics exam. So let's get started. First off, let's talk about the basics. So the exam is 90 minutes long and it has 75 multiple choice questions. You need to get 70% to pass the California Law and Ethics exam. So that means you need to get 70% of the questions right. Who needs to take the Law and Ethics exam? All mental health professionals in California need to have passed the California Law and Ethics exam. This includes the licensed professional clinical counselor, the licensed marriage and family therapist, and the licensed clinical social worker. Those who are registered as the associate marriage and family therapist and the associate professional clinical counselor needs to take 2 exams, one for the counselor California Law and Ethics and one for the marriage and family therapist Law and Ethics. When do you take the Law and Ethics exam? It's going to be after you submit the initial application, whether it's for an associate professional clinical counselor in-state or out-of-state application, or a licensed professional clinical counselor in-state or out-of-state application. You're going to submit the application, and once you get approved, you should be eligible for the California Law and Ethics exam. Associates are required to take the exam a minimum of 1 time per renewal cycle until they pass, and every renewal cycle is 1 year. How do you apply for the California Law and Ethics exam? So again, once you submit your initial application, the Board of Behavioral Sciences, or BBS, is going to say that you are approved and are eligible for the California Law and Ethics exam. There are 2 ways that you can apply for the California Law and Ethics exam. One is by downloading the paper application on the board website and submitting that through mail with a check for the fee. The second way is only if you have an account through the breeze.ca.gov website, and this is usually if you had an associate number with California. If you have an account through the Breeze website, you'll be able to log in and submit an application with the appropriate fee. And once you're on the website, make sure you verify your email address, because that is the way that they're going to notify you of being ready to schedule the California Law and Ethics exam. What is the application processing time? It takes 4 to 6 weeks for the BBS to process your application. I do recommend, if you're sending the application through mail, that you do use tracking. That way you know when the BBS has received your application. You can also contact your bank to see when the check has been cashed. Once the BBS has received your application and has approved the application, you will receive an email from Pearson VUE saying that you're ready to schedule the exam. How do you schedule a California Law and Ethics exam? So once you've received an email from Pearson VUE saying that you're eligible to schedule the California Law and Ethics exam, you're going to go to the Pearson VUE website and follow the instructions on how to schedule a California Law and Ethics exam. Pearson VUE has testing centers throughout the state and out of state, and they offer tests 5 to 6 days a week. What if I'm an associate and I haven't passed the California Law and Ethics exam, and I haven't taken the Law and Ethics exam before my renewal period? If you're an associate and you haven't passed the California Law and Ethics exam, and you haven't taken the California Law and Ethics during your renewal period, your registration will not be renewed. So I suggest that you take the exam well before your expiration date, because if you don't get renewed, then your licensing process will be interrupted and you won't be able to count any of those hours towards your licensure during that lapsed period. If you fail the California Law and Ethics exam, you must wait 90 days before you can retake the exam. And to apply again for the exam, you must apply through the Board of Behavioral Sciences and send in a re-examination request. You can send this in two different ways. You can again download the application off the BBS website and send it through mail with the appropriate fees, or you can send it through your Breeze account if you have, again, a Breeze account. Again, you will receive an email through Pearson VUE saying that you're ready to schedule the exam. Do not schedule the exam until you receive the email from Pearson VUE. And starting January 1st, 2023, you do not need to take the additional 12 hours of California Law and Ethics to be able to retake the exam. I wanted to mention this because there are a lot of old information online that still says that you have to take this course before you retake. For accommodations for qualifying disabilities and medical conditions, you must submit that through the Pearson VUE website. If English is your second language, then you can apply for ESL accommodations through the Board of Behavioral Sciences website. You must wait for approval before you can schedule your exam, and you must schedule your exam by calling. What type of information does the California Law and Ethics exam cover? The California Law and Ethics exam covers specific information to the California Law and Ethics and covers a wide range of topics. You can find an outline of what is on the exam on the Pearson VUE website. Yes, I would study for the Law and Ethics exam. It is a challenging exam. Now, there are a lot of resources and programs online to help you study. I am not going to recommend one or the other. I would say shop around to see what format best fits you. For me, it was really helpful to take some practice exams, but online you're going to find lots of different study guides and programs that you can purchase to help you study for the exam. So some last tips about taking the California Law and Ethics exam. I would start studying early because there's a lot to cover. I might also create a study plan so that you can stay on track and cover all of the material. You might also want to take some practice exams so you can get used to the format. And lastly, you want to make sure that you're well rested and focused on the day of the exam. I hope this has been helpful, and good luck.